check and see if everything is running properly. All right, let's see. Nice! We've got the showcase bot running. I'm also gonna see what other kind of commands we can run. Ooh, there's a sheet that shows what commands we can run for this, Hey there, HP Wendy's. Welcome to the stream. Today I had interest in doing a Neopets spreadsheet, generally how I make spreadsheets work, that kind of business. Coming up soon, maybe even this week, I would like to do a video about developing spreadsheets. Also, you know what? I could push this up a little bit. You guys don't need to see my bookmarks bar. But then again, I guess I could just remove the bookmarks bar. That's also a solution to that problem. And look, suddenly we have so much more screen showing. Wow, I'm a true problem solver. Okay, now I've got some more space at the bottom. Sorry, this is obviously the most exciting part of the live stream. Hey there, Jay Farrar, how are you doing? Everybody in the Eurozone, we've got an hour later today because we had fall back in the United States on the East Coast. Hi there, Buzzfolk. How you doing today? Bizfolk. And yeah, so if you haven't had a chance yet, there is a spreadsheet that you can enter and be part of the showcase. Later on, there will be 3 showcases at least. Well, depending on, you know, if 3 people participate. Hey there, Griffin Bird, how you doing? I'm doing pretty okay on this Sunday. Really sad that it's Sunday. Like, so sad. I woke up today and I was just like a big mopey mess that it's Sunday already. I have so much I want to do, and next weekend there will not be a stream. Need to mention that in the videos because I'm going to be in St. Louis. And I will actually be traveling. I will be in the air at the time that we usually do the stream. So I will not be streaming next weekend. You know, not gonna happen. So the plan for today is to do a little bit of spreadsheets to keep track of things on Neopets. Bizfolk says, wait, is something different? Did you get a new chair? So the chair I'm sitting on is not new. This chair over here might be new, depending on when the last time you checked in. The angle might be a little bit different, and the table next to it is new. We also have a new coffee table, and the bed is on a new frame. So actually there's a lot of new furniture going on here. Did I just click on the Neopian Bazaar? You know, I could go straight to the alien vending machine, but I'm doing this the most difficult way known to mankind, which is trying to remember where the alien vending machine is, which is in the plaza. Hello there, Regina Noctum, Gilsco. I can't says different lighting or room, and actually we do have different lighting. Let me see if I can make it a more exciting or appropriate color for neopets.com. Also, hi there, Faye Fantasy. How you doing? Okay, so let's make it like which color picks up so I've got an app, we have smart lights, and so I'm able to pick like what color I want the light to be. So if you notice behind me, it's changing as I move my hand over the thing, and the brightest, it's by default like a cooler light, like a kind of a blue light, and all of the warm lights, unfortunately, are darker. It's a real shame. It's a gosh darn shame. So here we go. So Jay Farrar said, didn't there used to be something between the grooming parlor and the chocolate factory? Entirely possible. I don't think the alien vending machine was always here in the plaza. I'm gonna get out a fidget cube so I don't pull my gosh darn hair. I'll stream. Alright. So we're going to first of all do some NERC mids because I got them in my safety deposit box and I just don't ever use them. So we're going to use the copper one first and we're going to press that. This is random, I think. And we're going to pull for, there we go. And let's just see what we get. Okay, absolutely nothing good. But I love alien Aishas. I just think they're the cutest characters. Faye Fantasy is back from the hospital. Congratulations. I hope that everything's good for you. Also, today to snack, we have some peanut butter and apples. Hashtag snack of the week. I hope everybody prepared their peanut butter and apples for today's viewing. I think I'm going to use the magical golden NERC mid first, and then we're going to use the ultimate NERC mid after. I know that they cost a lot. I know that I could sell these for a lot, and I've gotten them from random things over time. However, if I have it, I'm going to use it. Sweet! Holy cow! Oh my goodness. And that's cow spelled with a K-A-U. Another NERC mid Fallout. A golden NERC mid 20. Nice. Gilsco is eating a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Nice. We're on the same wavelength. So we're going to eat that. We're going to use the one that we just got because that's the way to do it. I'm not here to make a profit. I'm not here to make a loss. And cool. Nothing's really been accomplished so far. HB1D says, I've been meaning to ask, are you doing food club at all? So I play Neopets so sporadically. Like, I log in all the time and my Neopets are starving and they haven't seen me for like days and it's a bad situation and I have to feed them. You know, everything's in the red. So, okay, I didn't want anything that great. So I don't play the food club because sometimes I get on Neopets before the predictions have come out or the recommendations, and I don't want to sit there pulling the levers myself on the bets. But we can check real quick to see if I've won anything and haven't claimed those winnings yet. Collect winnings. No winning bets. It's fine. And naturally, I brought a paper towel over so that I don't get the keyboard all so limey while I take an hour to eat an entire apple. Ow, I take forever to eat every time. Every single time I take like a year to eat. So if you were thinking that these apples are going to be out for only like 5 minutes and then I'm going to eat them and they're going to be gone, you're wrong. You're going to be seeing them throughout this entire video because I just take a really long time to eat. Also, the New York Marathon was/is today. I think it's a was. And it's like the path goes like a block away essentially. I'm gesturing in the direction it is from me. And I think all of the noise from that should be over. But there are like lots of people carrying signs, walking past to stand alongside the marathoners, and I was like, yeah, woo! I'm not going outside because it looks awful out there. Actually, I will be going outside later today, but regrettably, I will be going outside today. I like to spend my Sundays in my apartment. And Lycan has some caramel to eat, a nice big cube. I'm jealous. Caramel is the way to live life. Okay. So now that you guys have all seen what's in my Google Sheets, which is probably pretty inappropriate, what can I do? We're gonna start one for neopets.com. I'm just gonna make sure that we have all of the everything that I'm gonna be using in the view. And it looks like the answer is yes. Alright, and I'm actually gonna zoom in a little bit. If I go between sheets, which will happen, I am going to, I will go and rechange the aspect ratio. But to start with, this is gonna be my Neopet pet. Neopet management. Okay. And so I'm gonna have here name, species, color, level. Oh, I guess I should put like birth date before level. Birth date. And so the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to do like a Google Sheets tutorial, and I haven't made a sheet for any specific purpose lately. Okay, so what did I just do? So there's these lines that you can pull down, and then it just pins the top thing, so no matter how far you scroll, that row stays pinned. And that's the goal. I want to pin that row. I am the worst at like using spreadsheets with other people. Like I will pull that down, I will pull the column one over, and I'm just gonna freeze shit. I'm going to freeze things so that I can use them. Okay, level, because it's just easier if you like freeze the column like where the name of something is, and then you could just scroll over and you know which name you're looking at. Like, it's how I do things. Okay, so we're going to be doing this for all of my pets because going to the quick refresh is not quick, it's not convenient, it's easy to lose track of like the goals, the plans, what's going on here. And I'm going to do it in alphabetical order. So that means Bonkish, the red poodle, is first. So right now on the cutting room, this folk says, I don't think you ever said any dirty words in response to me just dropping the S-bomb. I try not to on like my YouTube channel or like whatever, but like I talk like a sailor. Like, let's be real here. I talk like a sailor, IRL. So we're looking 212 days ago. So 212 days previous. Hi there, Destin Noodle. How are you doing today? So April 6th, 2017 is the day. Excuse me. April 6th. April 6th. April 6th, 2017. Okay. On the level of this Neopet, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste this into the Google spreadsheet. I am doing pretty good, but we're going to paste just the values. I don't care about the formatting. I don't want the formatting to come over. Okay, so Poogle, red, birth date. You know, okay, so another way that I could have gotten the birth date is I could have taken today, boop, boop, minus 212, right? Okay. All right. Coolio. It worked. Okay, and it's just one day off, though. So I would do it like that. No. Julie, I went the opposite direction. All right, so like that. And that gives me how many days ago it was. And Griffin Bird said, I was proud of myself for making a tattered weave sheet to keep up with my quests and use items. I did it all by myself, and I'm technology illiterate. Accomplishment of the year for me. I recommend getting into spreadsheets. It's super helpful. You never know when you're going to need help. Spreadsheet information is very marketable to be able to use spreadsheets. And when I say like marketable, like what I mean is that there's a lot of careers, a lot of career paths, a lot of everything in life that calls for being good at spreadsheets. Okay, so how do I get a real good grasp on, to me, to do my dailies, it just makes more sense to use this Neomob thing. So, okay, I need to learn how to use the Battle Dome. A lot of people have asked for like a tutorial, but like I know that the second I do a Neopets tutorial, I'm gonna look in the comments and there's gonna be like somebody being like, "You're so stupid. How could you ignore all of these very crucial elements?" And I'll be like, I never said I was good at this. Why didn't you make a tutorial if you know so much? Movement 15 and HP is 18. And then intelligence average. Okay. All right. Ooh, okay. I know what else I need on here. I need pet and pet age. And this guy does not have a pet. I'm also going to put fishing skill and jobs. Fishing, Fairyland, Employment, Agency, FEA, 1. Okay, cool. Jay Farrar says, welcome to YouTube comment section. You're telling me, anytime I say anything, everyone's like, actually, you're wrong and you should never make videos ever again. And I'm like, I'm just trying to do something I enjoy. Why are you so mean? Just kidding, most of the comments are nice, but, you know, sometimes they're really mean ones. Today's Twitch stream is actually just watching me eat apples. And you were joining me. Bespoke. Is that a play on bespoke? Bespoke says, my little notebook is nothing compared to your fancy spreadsheets. Thank you. So the reason why I do spreadsheets instead of writing something down, I used to write everything out, and I just realized it wasn't very convenient for me because I started moving between computers, or like when you're traveling or when you're on the go, you won't have that physical thing with you. And that's just like not an option for me because I'm on the move. I'm a busy millennial and a busy young person, I guess. And so the most elegant solution is a spreadsheet, especially because you can, you know, have auto-completing things, formulas, things to calculate whatever or another, which is eventually what this is for, right? So the whole point of this is to be able to manage it quickly. So, like part of the goal here is that after I fill this out, I'm going to have automatically generating columns that'll tell me, you know, where I need to go to train this pet. Because some pets, depending on level, you need to go to the ninja school, the island training school, swashbuckler, lab ray, you know, these things. Jay Farrar says, could go the Total Biscuit route, turn off the comment section, and try to use a subreddit or a similar thing for feedback. The only reason why I don't do that is because I don't want to put an unnecessary amount of burden, and I'm not popular enough that the negative comments are that big of a deal. I mean, like, I go through and I delete. You know, it's not that hard for me to do that. If I had, you know, a few more zeros at the end of my sub count, that might be something worth looking into. But at this point, it's still pretty much small fry establishment going on here. Okay, so I'm actually just going to build a formula here. So it's today. This is the variable for what day it is. And then I'm going to subtract how many days ago that this guy was created, right? And I think I learned that I needed to add one day to that, right? Close enough. It's actually close enough. Actually, it's not close enough. That's not a way I could do this. Okay, so let's see. 202 days ago was April 6th. And if I do so I already forgot. So I need to do one day on top of that. Okay, so I need to take how many it was and then do one day on top of that. Got it. Beautiful. Perfect. And I'm just going to keep that algorithm pasted over here. And then I'm going to copy and paste values only so that tomorrow when I check this, it's not one day into the future, but then I also have to format it. So there we go. So this is my Battle Dome pet. His level is 60, his hit points is 88, his strength is 86, his defense is 73, and of course I could like build it out, so I like copy and paste this into a certain place and it pulls it all in, but I don't, relatively I go through pets a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, I do not go through pets a lot, so, oh, and then I have to specifically go through his, specifically go to L-State's page to see what his fishing level is and his Fairyland Employment Agency. Fishing skill, 101, that's actually pretty good. Fairyland Employment Agency, 97. Coolio. And then, oh, I was going to add pet. If you go like this with little columns, they automatically do the thing. All right, and so we're gonna add this to the left. We're gonna add another one to the left. Okay, pet. Species, pet, age. So this, that, an A, and what we need for this one is a Mazu and Besfolk says, is there a better way to get more out of the employment agency? It seems like you have to spend a lot to gather the items only to make 300-ish Neopoints. So my recommendation with the Fairyland Employment Agency is to only take the jobs with a large profit margin. You know, like you should be making like 3,000 Neopoints or something off of it. And so yeah, it's not a great RO, as my boss says, return on time investment. So it's not a great return on time investment. If you want a great return on time investment, start restocking. I don't do it. I don't find restocking fun. Some people do. I do the Fairyland Employment Agency because it gives like enough of ROI for me to justify doing it. Like I think it is a totally justifiable way to spend some time. 61 days. So that's going to be 62. No. What's the right way to do this? So, okay. Pet, attached. I'll just do it. P2 attached, P2 species, and then I'll do today minus that. All right, there we go. Days attached. Good enough for me. It gets the job done. And then what you could also do in a spreadsheet like this is the tab specifically for pet management. And what you would eventually want to do is have one that's also a bank ledger that tracks your income from what events, right? So, you know, how much you made from Trudy's, how much you made from the stock market, how many stocks you bought or sold, you know, you might, and then you could have a chart telling you how much you've made over time. Okay, so that's L estate. Then the next one is my girl Pranky, Queen Pranky. Am I right? Okay, I'm right. I am absolutely right. This is my Neopet. Okay, Pranky, Kachik. She's a disker, Kachik, and she is from. Nope, that's not gonna copy and paste what I wanted it to. So yesterday I attended a class where I learned about Adobe Premiere Pro, which is the software I use to edit. And I'm really excited for later when I get to put everything in practice. You know, I am self-taught largely, and it's just pretty cool that I was able to learn some more tips and tricks, as well as a better way to manage my resources. You know, just archiving. And so Snow Bunny, and the Snow Bunny was attached a long time ago. So yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind. Disco Kachiks are the best. Kachik says Bisfolk. Oh, it says HB Wendy's. Bisfolk says, oh wow, a lot of wow machinima makers use that program on YouTube. Like most professional YouTubers use Premiere Pro. It's professional grade video editing software, and so you know, like H3H3 uses it, Donkey uses it. I'm pretty sure like Jenna Marbles uses it. It's you know, it's pretty standard, and I use it. But it costs a lot of money. So I justify spending money on it because I make money from my YouTube channel. It's like very, very, there's like not even much of a profit margin for me. Like I make money, but like I spend more doing it than I make. And I really love using Illustrator, InDesign, Photoshop, and Premiere Pro. You know, I'm using Audition, and I'm trying to get into After Effects. So I'm able to justify spending the $500 a year on the Adobe Creative Cloud, which is access to all of those programs. And I know that, you know, in the realm of professional YouTubers, it's a big deal. But even if I wasn't on YouTube, I would still be getting the Creative Cloud because I love using the different products so much. When I was in college, you know, I bootlegged it. When I was in high school, I bootlegged it. Throughout my entire life, I bootlegged it because I wasn't making any money off of it. But once I started making money off of YouTube, I said to myself, this is unacceptable. I'm an adult. I have a paycheck. I need to get it. And Bisfolk says, Grade A still uses Windows Movie Maker. So is Grade A, he's like very inactive right now, isn't he? I flipped these around. He's always disappearing. Lycan says, I saved about 141 chests on Flight Rising. Are you proud of me? I am. Good work. Good work having a goal and making it happen. When are you waiting to open them up for? This folk said he's coming back from months ago. Yeah, like, I think he's having health issues, which is that's a real bummer. It really is. You never wish that upon anyone, right? And so, best of luck to him. Lycan says Navidad, so Christmas is what I believe that to mean. And so that's pretty exciting. Good luck. I hope you've saved 141. So is that all of the different varieties, or like is that gold and silver, or not silver, iron, golden iron, and rusty? Two, four, two, oh. I need to go back to the back to training. This Volk says best late Christmas present will be Dapper Volk mid-January. Perhaps. Lycan saved 19 gilded, 84 iron, 38 rusted. So are you saving the resources to turn those rusted into iron or those rusted into gold whenever they show up at Swip Swaps? And Jay Farrar says, anyone else get a chance to watch the new Thor movie? So I have not seen it. I'm not super into... Actually, I just had like a really funny, because it's coincidental, conversation about this with my boyfriend just a few minutes ago before the stream started, about how I was really looking forward to watching Stranger Things until I started hearing from people around me like, oh my god, you need to see it. Or like there's this giant, really amazing advertisement facing my work from Times Square. Like there's like so many ads for Stranger Things up in Times Square, but specifically this ad, which faces my work building, is really beautiful. It's just the neon lettering on a black background. This is Stranger Things. And before I had consumed all of this hype, I was so excited to watch it. And now that I've seen all of this, like, I lost all interest in watching it. Because I'm just like, so not interested in like must-watch television, must-watch movies. Like, I'm like, no. Don't tell me what I must watch. Don't tell me what to consume. I am unique. I am a snowflake. And you can't tell me what's worth me spending my life on. Like, you can't tell me. Because it's like, you know, there's all this stuff I haven't watched, you know? Like, I didn't finish The Handmaid's Tale. You know, I don't watch Walking Dead. Like, you can't tell me that those are must-watch. Because I can exist in culture and not have consumed that media. Yeah, exactly. Jay Farrar's like, I'm not like the other girls. I mean, it's less like that. I mean, like, I get that's the whole snowflake thing, but it's just like, I can like exist and have conversations with people without having consumed this media. You know, like the Super Bowl or whatever, like, I can opt out. And the more you tell me that I need to see it because it's must-see TV, which is the most ridiculous thing in the entire world. No person has ever, like, died because they were missing a pop culture reference, you know? Like, It's just like, there's no such thing as must-see TV. That's a marketing scheme to get you to watch TV. Like, I don't like TV. I like YouTube and Twitch. Like, that's how I feel about things. Those are my feelings. So no, I haven't seen the new Thor movie. My boyfriend was going to see it last night, and I was like, I'm not going to spend money on that. I'm not going to see it. It's not happening for me. I'm sorry. Lycan says, the more I hear people telling me I should get into Hamilton, and then it breaks off, but I'm sure you're saying that the more you don't want to. And, like, as far as, like, Hamilton's concerned, like, I can't say that I'm a contrarian not going to see it. I would go see Hamilton in a heartbeat. I liked it before it was trendy. That doesn't exist. It was trendy immediately. It was hyped before the musical was completed. I can't say that I'm a contrarian not going to see Hamilton because I literally cannot afford to go see Hamilton. Like, I literally cannot afford it. Griffin Bird said, I don't know, when I was 12, I thought I was going to die without HP7. I mean, it really, like, when you're, like, a teen or, like, a young adult, a lot of things feel very... I don't want to put this in a way that makes it seem like it's not actually important, because social dynamics to teenagers are much more important to adults, okay? And, like, when something bad happens to a teenager, it can literally be the worst thing that's ever happened to them because hormones are very real, okay? So, like, there's a lot of societal pressure, and I feel like the whole marketing thing takes really advantage of that. You know, it's like, you don't need to. You don't need to. Because Folk doesn't have an Instagram or a Snapchat, just got a Twitter, is 25, but just doesn't get some of the social media apps. Yeah, it's like, it's totally up to you where you draw the line with what you're willing to sell about yourself to big companies. So I switched, insider baseball here, I switched jobs at work. Before, I was working in search engine marketing. I was working in search engine marketing for the last 2 years, and I just switched to social marketing. And I think that you should be very conscious about which companies that you decide that you want to give your information to. J4R says, when you're a newborn, any bad thing can be the worst thing to ever happen to you. Yes. But also, like, if a person lives to be 40 years old, emotionally, the thing that happened to them the most as, like, formative and emotionally the worst thing that could happen to them is an event that, if had happened to them when they were an adult instead of a teenager, could literally be the worst thing that happened to them because of how much your hormones hype everything up to be. So, like, I don't want to, like, diminish, like, her boyfriend broke up with her. Like, why is she being so dramatic? She's being so dramatic because when you're a teenager, you rely so strongly on social dynamics. Like, you're figuring out who you are, and at the same time, your hormones are making everything super metal, super hardcore, like, just so hard to deal with, that it's like, I think a lot of people put down, you know, that kind of stuff, when really, like, I'm soapboxing right now, but, yeah. I think that it's easy to, like, look at something and just be like, they're overreacting, it's not that bad. But when it, like, it's something like Harry Potter 7, if every person of your friend group has it, and, like, all of a sudden, and you're, like, 15 or whatever, it could literally actually be a big deal. I mean, you're not going to die from it, but you might actually feel like you're going to. But now that I'm at this point in my life where that no longer affects me, and people say, like, oh, it's must-watch TV or something, I'm like, no. No, it's not. It's not much watch TV. I do not need that thing. I do not need I do not need a new smartphone. I've got a totally functional smartphone. I do not need all these things. I do not need a bowl for serving food and a bowl for preparing food. They're both bowls and they hold the same amount of stuff. Why can't I just have one for both? You know? Me! Griffin Bird says it's not just the hormones. The limbic system isn't fully developed in teens, and that also contributes to being so emotional things for teens. Yeah, it's like their entire body is conspiring to be like, this is actually the most important thing that's ever happened. Like, this is actually a really big deal. The Virgin Suicides is a very interesting movie, and there's like a very like good exchange that's essentially what I just said, and it was like very eye-opening to me to be like, wait a minute, actually it's wrong to diminish, you know, the drama of teenagers so much. But Jay Farrar says, hey, in the event of a New World scale war, we may need pop culture references to be able to identify who's one of us as opposed to one of them. So actually, in the workplace, I've recognized the class identifiers of pop culture are so huge, and it really does form an us versus them. Like when you've, you know, exited, you know, your formal education, and you're now trying to get like hired or like trying to get promotions or whatever, your common culture with the people in power is what's going to decide those things, right? Like, oh, how about that college football? You went to a Big Ten school. Let's talk about that. That kind of stuff is really huge. And you don't have to participate in it. And it's just so weird. Everything about it is so weird. Like Hayon says, also media sometimes hypes stuff up, so it gives too much attention to some stuff. Yeah, well, whatever has the most money will have the most eyes on it, right? It's, ugh. Okay, so now I'm gonna look up, list of Neopet species holidays. So I'm going to, at this moment, add another tab, and we are going to like that. I know there's a black bar at the bottom now. It's fine. It happens. I'm gonna fix it. There we go. Even though I don't think anybody would be that upset over the existence of a black bar. Okay. And this is gonna be data. This is gonna be the data sheet. And so I'm going to have a lot of different columns in here, and I'm going to pull information from this one. Please tell me that there is somewhere with just a table. I just need a table. That's not a table. I need a table where on one side, you know what, that might work. It's going to be a little tedious to do this, but that might work. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Ugh. Okay. I know you could do this in Excel, and I just automatically assume that you could put anything in Sheets that you could do in Excel, and we're going to see how it works. So like Han says, you know, media sometimes hypes stuff up so much that it gives too much attention to that stuff. Like how in young adult fiction, the characters in high school treat their new boyfriend, who they've been only dating a month, as a soulmate and act as if they're in love. Gives unreal expectations. Yeah, it does give unreal expectations, just like, you know, Disney Channel, you know, gives unreal expectations. You know, teenagers are quick to actually think that they are meeting their soulmate. And guess what? Sometimes they do meet their life partner when they're very young. But like novels, young adult novels or whatever, I mean, book writing in general presents like an ideal situation sometimes, right? Like very, very dramatic. Because if it wasn't, then it wouldn't be worthy to write a book about. And it's just like unfortunate, like that it overrepresents things that would occur in reality. Okay, let's see. Gosh darn it. Okay, there's no easy way to do what I wanted to do. Okay, so let's just see if I could just get a sheet somewhere. So Jay, Destinoodle said, speaking of college football, the big colleges in Oklahoma played each other today, and I swear that this event causes drama. Yeah, 100%. So much. Jay Farrar said, what did I see? Fooled that I was a goddess with wings on her heels, all my illusions projected on her, the ideal that I wanted to see. Yes, very much. This folk says, when I was a teenager, I was in love. I was caught up in the fantasy. Lies. I think that teenagers can totally fall in love. It's just that, you know, there's not much, they don't have much, people who don't have much experience in relationships are going to make mistakes in relationships, is how I feel about that. Neopets pet days. Yes, that's what I need. That's what I need. Oh, this isn't a list. This is not a list. Oh, Fae Fantasy says, completely irrelevant, but the clan you own on Lydon. I haven't checked on it in a long time. Lydon, what have you done? You did stuff to the homepage. Let's go to the Pet Summer Clan. Fae Fantasy, you left a cliffhanger in your comment. You said completely irrelevant, but the clan you own on Lydon. Where's the rest? How much input do you have in it / do for it? I do like nothing. I don't think. So Insider Baseball. I started the Discord. The entire reason why there is a Discord, like the entire reason, is so I could start working on the clan more. And I just completely have not done it. Just like straight up, I'm the most not good at what I want to do in the whole planet. Like, I'm just so bad at doing the thing that I want to do. On Lydon. Griffin Bird says, do you have a spreadsheet you use for Lydon? Not so much, because things just changed so quickly that it was hard for me to keep up with it. But to answer your question, Fae Fantasy, how much input do you have in it? I have all of the input. I get to do whatever I want in it. I'm the one who started it. How much do I do for it, though? Not as much as I should. You don't have enough space in the clan to accept the number of pending members. Okay, so I'm going to expand it, and then I'm going to accept everybody. This folk says, calm down, Julie, breathe. This is fun. Remember, this is fun. That's why I don't focus on it that much, just because this part is more stressful to me than it is fun. Like, I don't know why I started it. I just don't know why. It seemed like a good idea. Oh, I need a lot more slots, actually. I was totally reading those numbers wrong. Okay. I'm an adult and I know how to read, okay? I have a job. Thank you very much. I read many things, like menus and, signs. Says the person who didn't even understand what she was looking at. Okay, I'm going to accept all requests. Lycon says, Julie, what is your favorite part of Flight Rising? I like breeding dragons and having nice what dragons to look at. Fae Fantasy says, okay, what about the admins that you have assigned? I mean, technically they could do like whatever they want. I don't think I've ever communicated that to them. So Bethy has a lot of power. I don't think she uses it that much. Ava and John Lemon, I don't think they've done anything, which is totally fine. I added them like at the beginning of summer, and they're in the Discord. Like I have a chat room just for them, but I haven't really given like explicit permission to do anything. The entire thing is on me. Yeah, why? What's up? Just because, you know, that's just like the system ain't perfect. Alright, let's see. Alright. Like, nobody takes money out or does anything with the stuff that's in there. And that's the, like, it's, like, theoretically I'm supposed to be, like, doing raffles and stuff. It's just, like, work. No one takes items. Oh, shoot! Like, hang on. Thank you! Shoot! Okay. Alright. Sorry. I got distracted. Shoot. I am now just sarcastically saying shoot. Okay. 3 showcases. That's what we're gonna do. 3 showcases. 2 of the entrants on Neopets. And 2 are on Flight Rising. Still have 4 apple slices left. There's a lot of honking going on. And it looks like people are leaving the marathon area. Okay, coolio. Okay, alright. My name is Julie, and I have everything together. Faye Fantasy says, oops, that might have been on me. Totally on me, girl. Don't worry about it. And by the way, I call everyone girl. I'm not misgendering. So that's such an annoying way to put things. Okay, all right. 5. Random number generator. 1 through 5. Whew. I should have caught myself on that one. I've never lost track of time like that before on stream. I was just really into it today. Cool. So, Ivana, we're looking at your dragons. Let me resize the... Oh, Cairo. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So this is Cairo. And Cairo is a guardian male, 2 months old, platinum basic, platinum toxin, silver thylacine, and that platinum toxin matches the heck out of that familiar, and also is just super handsome. I love platinum dragons. The silver thylacine is a nice look. This is a wind dragon, so the eyes are very light. I particularly love platinum guardians. I love it. Also, the basic look is just perfect for this because platinum basic. I mean, it's just such a nice tone. Platinum is my ride or die. Very biased about this. I think y'all know. This is Cairo. And so in my head, I was thinking to myself, like, Star Wars, Kylo Ren is the name of the character in Star Wars, and this is Cairo, K-Y-R-O. Very cool, very beautiful. Guardian male. Very nice. So there's Cairo in a sea of pearl catchers. Ooh, and then there's Bloody. Hey, girl. She's Crimson Basic, Clay Basic, Auburn Basic, Flowy. Is she related? Oh yeah, she's the daughter of Cairo. Let's peep. This is Silver Basic, Cream Stripes, Gloom Thylacine. And so I really like the stripes and the thylacine together. In this instance, there's a lot of depth. The Gloom Thylacine looks very good with the Silver Basic. Just very nice, cute name, hi flowy. Eyes match the wings as heck. What is that? Is that fire? That's a fire dragon. Don't mind the Nightbot. I'm just not turning it off. because that takes time. So this is Glimmer, Iridescent Facet Runes, as Origi male, 2 months old, matches the familiar like pretty well in my opinion. And so this is Flint Iridescent and Pistachio Facet. I love the color pistachio. It's like one of my favorite colors to come out of the Color Wheel expansion because it's like a nice, beautiful minty green. Oh, just reminds me of pistachio gelato. Super good. And then the Shadow Runes. I really like the Shadow Runes in this instance because it really matches the familiar and the hat, but also the fact that the runes are a darker tone because it's really easy to do it like a lighter tone, and I feel like that's the most obvious choice. But Shadow Runes, very beautiful, very nice. I'm here for it. Let's check out a little bit about the user. What do I got going on here? So, Lesser Layer of the Emberglow Hearth. Started playing just a few months ago in 2017. And freaking loves Harry Potter. Same. 20 from Germany. Nice. We've got some really nice dragons up in here. I like the red tones. It looks like it's mostly red tones. We do have a Joker dragon. And then this is a nice guy dancer. Iridescent Shimmer Opal. Oil Slick Iridescent, nice warm tone. Smoke Shimmer, which matches a familiar. And Cinnamon Opal. Opal is so bae. It is the most bae. That's my opinion on that. You have a lot of really nice warm tone dragons. I'm a fan. It's good to know your aesthetic. Okay. Thank you for sharing with me, Ivana. Thank you for sharing with us all your nice dragons. We're going to re-roll. Excuse me? Generate. It generated, right? Okay. All right. 3 it is. You all saw it. Okay. All right. Flight Rising. I'm gonna eat an apple while this loads. Destinoodle, it's you. You were an October registry for Flight Rising? Nice. Okay, so which dragon is it? Kukurbita. Okay. The fluffy boy. There he is. Kukurbita. Jungle Speckle, Orange Freckle, Gold Basic. So this is Kukurbita, and Kukurbita is 3 years old, Tundra female. So you purchased her. You did not breed her. You purchased her. Very impressive. And she's unbred, jungle orange gold, and I really like that the tertiary matches. You can't see it because it's basic, but very nice, very floofy, very choice plague dragon to have around. Very fun name as well, Kukurbita. Am I saying that right? Kukurbita. Okay. We're gonna peep on Slate. Any moment now. My boyfriend's gonna return. Doesn't mean anything. I'm just gonna keep going. So is life. And so this is Slate. And Slate is Orca Iridescent, Moon Stripes, Moon Crackle. I was attracted to this one because Slate is a Codal male. I love Codal males. Very beautiful. And I really like Moon and Orca. Orca, the nice, lovely Orca iridescent tones, which go from like a nice light blue to like a lavender. The gradient is beautiful. I'm a big fan. I think the eyes match a lot, especially considering the point that they're at is like a light teal blue tone. Very nice. And the moon stripes and the moon crackle. I think that moon is a really nice off-white to have on a dragon. I'm learning now that cucurbita means pumpkin in Latin. Very cool choice. And then here is Malum, who is 3 years old and is a sky dancer male. I love old dragons. Like, I love it when I peep on a dragon, and it's 3 years old. Like, this dragon has been on this website for 3 years. That's so impressive. Like, for as long as I've had my job, this dragon has been around. Actually, longer. So Crimson Tiger, Platinum Basic, Platinum Basic. Chose this one because of the beautiful platinum. Huge fan of platinum. And this nice eyes. The ice eyes. Nice ice eyes are beautiful. And the use of crimson with platinum is so nice. Crimson is another one of those really great original colors from the original color wheel. And it just works so well together. Alright. I'm going to do some more peeping. Oh, we got some nice babies there. Are these your progens? Davian and Undrail. Opalescence. So opalescence is white speckle, bubblegum Saturn, ice thylacine. Ooh. So the ice thylacine works so well with that white speckle just because ice is like a white blue. And the white is speckly. The Saturn has all the different color tones in it of the pink range. Very beautiful. And this is a shadow dragon. And it's a spiral male, just nice textures, nice colors. It's aesthetic. I'm a fan. Ooh, so Malum is blood in Latin, perhaps? Well, thank you very much, Dusty Noodle, for sharing your dragons. You have a lot of really great things going on, and your account is so new. Like, that's very impressive that you have so many dragons, and that they're so beautiful. Alright, thank you so much, Dusty Noodle. Lycaon says, Julie, do you have any FR update conspiracy theories? I don't. I think Flight Rising, they're probably on the back end working very hard to get the Night of the Nocturne things set up. So if there's like any delay on anything, I think it's because they're working on that. HP's Wendy's says, oh, have you talked about the restoration feature? I missed last stream, but IDK that they announced it way before then. So they did announce it way before then, and I did use the restoration feature on my progens, so I have those again. But like, I just don't know if there's that much, ooh, Neopets. I just don't know if there's much to cover on them. Wait a minute here. Did I click on the wrong thing? I did. So this is JoJo the Alchemist's Alfonso, which is a beautiful name for a Neopet. 10 out of 10. You did it. Should it be pronounced Alphonse or Alfonso? Can you hear that? The beautiful sounds of the street. Oh, this is HB Wendy's, and it's my little bat friend. I'm so excited. I love Corbats. You know that. Oh, you have a disco Kachi. Okay, so this is Alfonso, the happy little bat. My little bat friend has 2 beauty contest trophies and has Pupso the Sparky, cute Sparky, nice Sparky, beautiful background that is so nice. That is a very good customization. I love it. Hi, I'm Alfonso, the coolest Corbat you'll ever meet. I'm not sure if you have met my family yet, but you totally should because they're all really nice and I love them to bits. Thank you for visiting my lookup. There are screenings on my pet page if you're interested in those sorts of things. See you later. Oh, that is so cute. It's really cute. Oh, you have screenies! Is this your original art? I love these. Oh my god. Oh. Neat. Oh, these are so cute. I remember I used to do screenies too, but like, I mean, everyone did, right? But mine were so cringy. Oh, they're so cute. You guys should really check this out. Okay, so you said the first ones are really old, so I'm scrolling down to the more bottom ones. Oh, oh, that is so cute. I love that. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't even know there was like a lime chia. Something has happened. Oh, that's really cool. Your art is really pleasant. It's just the cutest. Okay, so now we're peeping on Kelly, the Shy Guy, which is your Disco Kachiki. I have a Disco Kachik. You have a Disco Kachik. And this is a male Disco Kachik. And, ooh. Quite strong, below average, super fast, ultimate genius. Has a gold beauty contest entry. Your art is so cute. So Kelly the book fanatic. I'm Kelly the Shy Guy, but you can call me Kelly for short. I was picked up from the pound several years ago, and I've stayed here ever since. My name clashes a bit with other pets in our family, but my owner says she doesn't mind one bit. I love reading and enjoying the outdoors in the summer. My friends want me to get out more and experience other seasons too. Ha! Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you for taking your time to visit my page. I hope you'll come by again soon. I love the CSS. This page, so cute. Your critters is so cute. And like, listen, Pranky is a Disco Kachik. I'm biased. I love all Disco Kachiks. Yours is really cute. The customization, just super cute. Mine can sell yours some drugs or something. I don't know. That's what Pranky does. She runs a hostel in Rhode Island, and she does whatever she does in her free time. But yours is really wholesome and is super cute. And I love everything you've done. All right. Lycaon says, Julie, which dragons are your progens? So I'm gonna show y'all before we wrap up. Which one are my progens? I think I have them at the way end of my lair because I just don't have any plans for them yet. I got them because it was easy. So these two phase. So we've got Striker, white tangerine. That's like super cool, you know, right? That's a good color combo. And then we have Curtis, Fire, Stonewash, Azure. And I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Just like zero ideas of what's gonna happen here. So that's where I'm at. Anyways, I'm going to head out. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I almost finished all of my apples. 3 of them remain. I'm going to try and upload this stream to YouTube as quickly as possible. Thank you guys for joining me. I will see you guys not next weekend, but the weekend after. And I hope that everyone has good 2 weeks and that everything goes well in your lives. All right, so bye.